The following is a presentation of Orangeville Blitz Hockey.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, hockey fans. I'm Trey Hamilton coming to you live from the Alder Street Arena here in Orangeville, Ontario. We call it the Igloo because it's usually pretty chilly in here. And yes, it is very cold in the Igloo tonight, but the action on the ice is set to be red hot as these two teams, these two rivals, are getting set for game number 5 of this NPHL Metropolitan Conference Semi-Final between the Orangeville Blitz and the Six Nations Ironmen. We enter tonight, series evened up 2 games apiece. Both teams have won a road contest in this series. Both teams have won a home contest in this series as they split the home and home last weekend. You go back to the regular season, these two teams split the season series 2-2 right down the middle. So if you're looking at it right now, one team's got 4 wins on the year against the other, and the other's got 4 wins on the year against the other as well. These are two teams that are evenly matched. They do not like one another, as we saw down in Six Nations last Sunday. Sorry, still getting all the dates mixed up here with the home games getting thrown off here in Orangeville. A couple of Saturdays on the schedule. In Six Nations last Sunday, things got rough after every whistle. It seemed like Cam Searles scored an early goal for the Blitz, and they got sticks up high wrestling matches right after the goal went in. Both teams equal lineups tonight, by the way. 3 lines, 5 defensemen are on the slate tonight, so a few bodies missing on both sides, both rosters. So it's going to be an even game. Expect what we've seen throughout the first 4 games of this series to come to the forefront once again here tonight. And before I send it over to our highlight packages, we're just going to look through the starting lineups for each team. On the Orangeville side of things, Chase Spencer gets the start on the back end, number 7. Matt Dunlop is going to start on the left side wearing number 10. Up front, we got Ben Thompson, the former New Jersey Devil, wearing an 8 tonight. He'll be on the right side while he's centered by number 97, Kyle Heffernan, and number 87, the youngster Luke Perovic. In net for the Orangeville Blitz, it's Ryan Mantle. And on the other side of things, for the Six Nations Ironmen, on the back end, it looks like it's going to be Jacob Brown and Isaac Sukal. That's number 23 and number 42 getting the start on the back end. And on the front side of things, it looks like it's going to be Brendan Anderson on the wing, Theo Hill up the middle, and on the opposite wing, the big body Terry Brigland wearing 27. Of course, Anderson number 71 and Hill number 11. But those two guys don't need an introduction. I'm pretty sure everybody watching back in Six Nations is well aware of what number those two stars are wearing. So the script once again. Oh, excuse me, I forgot to announce the starting goaltender. Maybe it's because last game I couldn't say his last name properly. I was getting the flack on the stream. I was getting some text messages. We're going to go for it here. Starting in goal, not a surprise after the stellar performance he had in game number 4. It's number 31, Chris Harabek, getting the start in net for the Ironmen, wearing that beautiful red and black and silver equipment. And as I said, he's opposite Ryan Mantle, so 2 good goaltenders in this matchup tonight. And as I've mentioned in the past, this is a very stylistic game between these two teams. Obviously, the Blitz, everybody knows it's ad nauseum. I'm just repeating myself at this point. The Blitz run and gun. They want to get quick transition, move east to west, touch passes in neutral ice, 2-man forecheck, try to draw turnovers. And on the Ironman side of things, they are going to play a heavy 1-man forecheck, dump in the corner, go get it, bang bodies, make it hurt. Every time you touch the puck, you're going to get hit. That's the mentality. Try to swing those 2 forwards. So your F1's forechecking hard, your F2, F3, they're kind of hanging out around those face-off dots or just a little deeper, trying to pick off those passes or get available for that one-timer on the quick cross-ice pass. And they do like to clog the neutral zone with a nice 1-4 as they've run all season under their head coach, Ryan Davis. All right, folks, that takes care of my opening remarks as we are going to take a look back at our highlight packages for last weekend. Game 3 here in Orangeville, courtesy of 519 Sports, followed by Game 4, which was down at Six Nations, courtesy of Daryl Smart Media. All right, folks, enjoy the highlight packages. We'll be right back.
It's Saturday night NPHL action as the Orangeville Blitz get ready to host the Six Nations Ironmen in Game 3 of their semi-final series. The series is currently tied at 1 game apiece, and both teams will be looking to take a 2-1 lead with a win tonight. Let's hit the ice from the Alder Street Rec Center. First period, Six Nations is on a rush as Tycee Cowan works in. Cowan crosses it to Todd Ratchford and he buries it. But Tycee Cowan gets taken down after the play, and the Blitz would be given a roughing penalty. Cowan would be helped off the ice, but would later return to the game. It's 1-0 for the Ironmen. Not long after, the lead pass finds Theron Hill on a breakaway. Hill fires it, but Ryan Mantle stones him and covers it for the whistle. A little later, the Blitz are now on the power play as Chase Spencer works around the net. He finds Andrew Whitten, who plays it down to Alex Gilmore, and it goes off his skate and in. But the refs would wave the goal off due to a kicking motion from Gilmore. It's still 1-0. Now late in the period, the stretch pass finds Cameron Searles in behind the defense. Searles crosses it to Andrew Whitten and he beats the goalie. Andrew Whitten scores his 7th of the postseason as Orangeville gets on the board. It's 1-1 at the end of the first. Second period, the Blitz are racing down the ice as Cameron Searles takes it in. Searles fires and he finds the back of the net. Cameron Searles gets his first of the playoffs as Orangeville takes their first lead of the game. It's 2-1. Shortly after, Six Nations has the puck poked away by Cameron Searles. Luke Perovic picks it up and skates into the O-zone. Perovic fires in tight and he finds the twine. Luke Perovic nets his 5th of the postseason as the Blitz add on. It's 3-1. A few minutes later, Six Nations is now looking to respond. Steve Laforme takes it along the near side. He slides it to Brendan Anderson, who rips a shot, and he goes top shelf. Brendan Anderson scores his 8th of the playoffs as the Ironmen answer back. It's 3-2. Sometime after, Orangeville has it in the O-zone. Ben Thompson sends it into the corner. It bounces behind the net and is centered to Kyle Heffernan. Heffernan finds Chase Spencer and he puts it in. Chase Spencer gets his 4th of the postseason as the Blitz extend their lead. It's 4-2. Later in the second, Orangeville keeps it in the zone as Dylan Quayle sends it to Ben Thompson for the one-timer, but Chris Harabik slides across and robs him. It's 4-2 heading into the third. Third period, Luke Perovic and Theron Hill get into it along the far wall. The refs would break it up and Theron Hill would be given a minor penalty for roughing. A little later, Six Nations picks it up in Orangeville's end. Terry Bridgeland fires it on net and Isaac Suklo puts it in off the rebound. Isaac Suklo gets his 2nd of the playoffs as the Ironmen get back within 1. It's 4-3. Now late in the third, Six Nations has pulled their goalie for the extra attacker. Orangeville plays it along the boards and Alex Gilmore sends it into the empty net. Alex Gilmore scores his 5th of the postseason as the Blitz get another one. It's 5-3. Now with less than a minute left, the Ironmen's net remains empty. It's fired down from the point. Sandy Porter centers it from behind the net and there's a scramble in front. The Blitz clear it to the blue line, but it's sent down again. Mitch Brown has a chance in tight, but Ryan Mantle is even to it, and he covers for the whistle. That would do it as the Orangeville Blitz take this one 5-3 over the Six Nations Ironmen on Saturday night. Orangeville now takes a 2-1 lead in the best-of-7 series. The series now shifts to Six Nations for Game 4 and is back in Orangeville for Game 5 on Friday, March 20th. Here's Ryan Mantle after the game.
Boys are pumped, we're playing great right now and the boys are buzzing, so just smiles all around. It's awesome right now. We're rolling, there's a good team on the other side, so every night's going to be a battle. And we just got to keep coming out, keep battling, and doing our thing. And hopefully we pull out the series.
And a 2 o'clock game start today, so fitness definitely will be a factor in this one. And here we go with game number 4. Kessler Sky with the opening shot. That one blocked. Sukal shot, and that one almost directed towards Mantle's way. Anderson with it. Quick snapper and a nice glove save by Mantle as he's going to hold on to that one. And quick start to this one. There's a clearing shot attempt. There's another one that hits a rebound shot, scores! And the Orangeville Blitz take a 1-0 lead as we have some extracurricular activity. The extracurriculars along the boards after the goal. The officials clear things up. There's the rim around. Right on the spot. That snapper was so hard it just stuck right into the net. The live action here. There's another quick shot. That one stopped as Jake Brown with the hit, and a little bit more rough stuff happening here. And again, these two teams, no love lost between them, that's for certain. Selves. Mantle's stick broke, trying to play the puck. This is a great opportunity for the Ironmen here. Theo Hill with it. Nice save by Mantle. That's a huge save by Mantle. As Sukal now has it. Mantle with the broken stick. I'm not sure you can play with it. Scores! Off the one time, and Theo Hill ties it up. Thompson on the right side. He's going to dance around Cowan. Dunlop, shot, scores! Hrebeck tried to reach back, but the Orangeville Blitz get on the rebound and put it home and go up 2-1 here. Another rebound here. Just an innocent play here. Again, putting puck on net, never knowing what happens. And just digging towards the net. Puck again. Hard-working effort by by Farmer. Is Witten now with it. Centering! Oh boy, another save! Clip that one, folks. Right at the buzzer. Chris Hrebeck had to make a beautiful save again on the one time, as there's another meeting of the minds in the corner. That's going to all start down here. Another innocent play here. But there it is. Orangeville with the numbers. Hrebeck reaching over with the save. Puck comes rimmed around. Green shot through traffic. Puck comes loose, and here's Searles once again. Searles on the backhand. Clip that save, folks. As Chris Hrebeck keeps going where he's left off, is Anderson with a shot, scores! Boy, oh boy! Brendan Anderson with the goal after Hrebeck, and a big save down to the other end as Brendan Anderson points down. On the draw, Theo wins the draw, and Ratchford's going to wind things up now. Ratchford over the blue line into the Blitz zone. Ratchford, oh, and he had the corner picked, but a nice save by Mantle. As Ratchford collects it again, out to Theo Hill. Sukal, there's the one time from Theo. Went through the skate of Mantle and somehow didn't go in the net. Ratchford again. There's the one time from Anderson. Scores! And the Six Nations Ironmen go up 3-2 thanks to the hot stick of Brendan Anderson on the one time. Oh, look at the replay on this. Great play by Sukal trying to keep it in. And they're really trying to set the table for that one time from Brendan Anderson. So with 14:24 to go in the third period, a pair of goals from Brendan Anderson and a yeoman's work at the office between the pipes by Chris Sarebek. And the Six Nations Ironmen have a 3-2 lead here in game number 4.
All right, folks, welcome back inside the broadcast booth here at the Alder Street Arena. As you guys just saw, the highlight packages for Game 3 and Game 4 of this series. What has been a tightly contested series so far. Obviously a 2-goal game back in Game number 3, but the empty netter. And then Game 4, a 1-goal final score, 3-2 in favor of the Ironmen. Expect much more of the same here tonight. These two goaltenders have been really good so far in this series. Mantle really settled in after a tough Game 1. And obviously for Hrabek, this is his third straight start now after Ryan Davis just kind of flipped a coin going into Game 3. Wanted to kind of change the momentum. Hrabek's been very solid, particularly in Game 4 since entering this series. And he looks to give his Ironmen a 3-2 series lead as they will head back to Six Nations tomorrow afternoon, 3:30 p.m. puck drop in Six Nations. So these two teams once again back-to-backs, going right back at it. You get a late night game, an 8 o'clock puck drop, immediately followed up by a 3:30 puck drop the next afternoon. So we'll see how the fatigue impacts these two teams tomorrow. But as for tonight's game, these two teams are well rested. They're coming in here ready to go as Game 5 is right around the corner. Folks, stick around. I'll be right back with the call of Game number 5 here in the NPHL Metropolitan Conference Semi-Final. You're watching Orangeville Blitz Playoff Hockey presented to you live here on Blitz TV YouTube. All right, hello, hockey fans, and a pleasant good evening from the Alder Street Arena here in Orangeville, Ontario. I'm Trey Hamilton, your play-by-play voice, getting set to carry you through game number 5 of the NPHL Metropolitan Conference Semi-Final between the Orangeville Blitz and visiting Six Nations Ironmen. We enter tonight with the two teams deadlocked at 2 games apiece. It has been even. It has been so close throughout this whole series. Do not expect either of these two teams to give an inch tonight. As I'd mentioned off the top in the pregame show, each team has taken a home game, each team has taken a road game. This is as even as it gets, folks. It's even Steven right down the middle. And as I said, I would not expect anything different tonight in game number 5. As on the other side of things, the Alvinston Killer Bees have a 2-1 series lead over the Strathroy Jets. They meet Sunday afternoon or early evening in Strathroy at the Gemini Sportsplex. Great scene down there to see the game already sold out. Only a few standing room tickets available. So if you're watching and you're down in that western part of Ontario, southern Ontario, and you want to get out to that game, this is your pretty much last chance to grab tickets to see the Jets and Bees. And then they meet Tuesday night for game number 5 at the Hive, the Brook Alvinston Edwood Community Complex. That'll be another great game. I believe it's 8 o'clock puck drop on Tuesday night, kind of an odd time, but with the teams unable to get an ice time during March break, obviously that complicated things a little bit for both of these two series. So, theoretically in this series, we could have a winner by tomorrow afternoon, and in the other series, they will not have even started game number 5 of that series. So it's going to be an interesting back and forth. All right, we're going to hand it over to our public address announcer, Paul. He's going to take us through the pregame ceremonies such as the lineups and the national anthem. All right, hockey fans, we are ready for puck drop here at the Alder Street Arena in Orangeville. Game number 5, series tied 2-2. Everything on the line tonight. It has shrunk to a best of 3. Whoever wins 2 first is going to win this series, and we might just get to a best of 1 in Game 7. That would be something, fingers crossed, that I would love to see in this series. But first and foremost, we got to take care of business here tonight. Blitz, Ironmen, Game 5. Referees are set. Teams are ready. Theo Hill, Brendan Anderson, and Terry Briglin up front. Opposite, Luke Perovic, Ben Thompson, and Kyle Heffernan. Starting goaltenders, Chris Harabek for the Six Nations Ironmen wearing number 31. And Ryan Mantle for the Orangeville Blitz, also wearing number 31. Blitz wearing their beautiful baby blue home jerseys, traveling from right to left on your screen. And the Ironmen wearing their gray road jerseys, traveling from left to right. And we are underway here in game number 5. Ryan Mantle's going to spin this one up the far side. It's deflected and kept in by Anderson. And he fumbles the puck at the blue line. He's going to have to take it out to center ice, where Jacob Brown will reset, hoist it up, knocked down nicely by Dunlop, but then he overskates the puck. And here comes Briglin, looking for early offense. That pass for Anderson, spun out front, and Briglin couldn't get a stick on it. Now here's Heffernan. He'll turn back in his own zone, seek shelter behind his own net. Puck jumps on him. He backhands it up, but he can't get it down. Here's Briglin. Briglin walks in, takes the shot. It was blocked by Heffernan. Good early pressure here from the Ironmen. Chase Spencer, he'll get it up there, and Ben Thompson's going to stop things up, go back behind his own net. Dunlop has it at his feet, trouble with it. He'll backhand it through, and now Thompson's going to start up for the Blitz. He'll fire it in center ice, knocked down by Perovic. It's a 4-man scramble. Eventually it comes free. It might be a 2-on-1. Hill and Anderson. Hill to the backhand, in front. Anderson unable to get a stick on it. A great start here for the Ironmen. He'll backhand that one off the side of the net. Spencer will send it up the wall. It'll eventually get to Searles, but he can't get it out. Now Sukal's shot, knocked down by the blocker of Mantle. The bouncing puck, and taken out of there by Heffernan. It'll bounce to the line. They say it's still in. Walking in, here's Anderson. He'll take the shot, save Mantle. Comes out the other side, there's Sky. He'll fire a shot. Frantic pressure here early on from the Ironmen. On the puck, Theo Hill. He'll walk in, go behind, try to bank it in off Mantle, but Spencer's going to cut it off. And it looks like one team was ready to play tonight and another was not. As a man went down at center ice, he blocked the puck ahead. Here's Tyler Hill. He'll leave it there for Laforme. Walking in, his shot, though, off a stick and up and into the netting. Out of play. We'll get a stoppage with 18-12 to play here in period number 1. The first 2 minutes nearly of this contest spent primarily in the Orangeville zone. Blitz got to get their feet moving. It looks like they've been sleeping all day, and they just woke up from their 3 o'clock nap. This big line for the Blitz. They've done a lot of damage in this series. Gilmore centering Witten and Cam Searles. Here's the veteran defenseman, Noseworthy. He spins it up the wall. He's got Searles in center ice. He'll leave it there for Gilmore. Gilmore stops up. It's in his feet. Leaves it there for Searles. On the backhand, spins it out front, and Witten unable to get a stick on it. It'll ride out, and now the Ironmen will start up. Rumbling up that left side, the big defenseman will fire a shot, blockered away easily by Mantle. He'll try to stick it down low. Witten's going to take it, fire it up. Here's Cam Searles flying up that left wing side. He'll gain the blue line. He'll turn away, but Ratchford always steady on defense. Makes a play out through center ice, deflected, no icing. Noseworthy's going to hammer it up the wall. It's going to be picked off by Laforme, but he overskates the puck. Witten will find it instead. He'll fire cross ice, hoping for Perry, but the pass was behind him, so the Blitz will just reset in their own zone. Noseworthy fires the stretch pass on the tape. Taken away, though, by the Ironmen, and then right back in by the Blitz. Drop back pass. Here's Gilmore. He'll try to center it out front, but it was picked off by Tyler Hill, and away they go. Hill with Mitch Brown and Mitch Green on the ice right now. He'll drop it back to the captain. He'll fire a shot right into the chest of Ryan Mantle. No problems there for the Orangeville netminder. He'll hold on, and we'll get another face-off and a whistle inside the Orangeville zone. Face-off coming up to the right of the Orangeville netminder. Off the draw, Blitz control. They'll take it behind their own net. Dunlop will start it up. He finds Chidwick on that right side. He'll get it back in the middle to Dunlop, who flies in. Dunlop splits through 2, right to the net. Deeks, and a big save there by Harabek. Puck comes free on the other side. What a rush by Matt Dunlop, the defenseman, but he just couldn't finish. Mitch Green, the captain, collects. He'll fire cross ice off the stick of Antone, and then he'll just dump it in. Mantle goes out. He deflects it for Dunlop, who will put it back around the other side where De Oliveira will spin it up. And he's got Chidwick flying through center. Chidwick will gain the line, fire a low shot. It was blocked into the corner. Sukal will be first on it. He'll hoist it through center ice. It'll settle down into the Orangeville zone and have just enough for icing, much to the dismay of the Ironmen bench. 16:23 to go here in period number 1. We'll get a face-off down in the Ironmen zone. Already having timer issues. Look at me go. All right, face-off to the right of Harabek, the goaltender. Off the draw, blitz control. It's Ben Thompson. He'll spin it there. Cross ice under the stick of Heffernan. Heffernan will go behind the net. He'll wrap it in front. Rebounds there. Perovic, he stuffs away, but Harabek keeps it out. As it ended up in the net, but the referee says he blew his whistle first, so no goal. And the faceoff will come to the right of the goaltender. Perovic's going to take this draw in place of Heffernan. Faceoff control by the Ironmen. They'll spin it up that far side. Briglin will knock it down. He'll turn back the other way, and then he's going to start up. His pass picked off in center ice nicely by Heffernan. He'll charge in, take the shot. Blocker save, Harabek. Puck came free in the slot, and then it's moved up, and away goes Brendan Anderson. He's got Theo Hill with him. Dan Perry steps in front. He gets some space. He'll fire the shot. Deflected wide. And Spencer will play it up and into the netting and out of play. So we'll get another face-off. 15:47 to play here in period 1. Face-off to the right of Mansell, the goaltender. Perovic on this draw opposite Hill. Off the face-off, Briglin controls. He'll spin it down low. Dunlop swipes at it, but he missed it. Now he's going to drop it back. Perovic's going to find it there. He'll bounce it off the wall. Dunlop's going to start the rush. He'll get it up to the line. They just barely get it out. Now Theo Hill's going to dump it in. It'll bounce in on Mansell. No problems there. He'll glove it down, and we'll get another face-off in the Orangeville zone with 15:27 to play here in period 1. Good pace here. Great start from the Ironmen, though. They are heavy on that forecheck as they're not messing around. They're carrying. That controlled entry rate right now is excellent early in this game. They are carrying the puck across the blue line, and in fairness, the Blitz are not making it a difficult entry for them. Dan Perry did try to step up once. He just missed his check. But outside of that, the Ironmen have really controlled the early portion of this game. Great road start. Here's Laforme. He'll walk to the middle. He'll dump it to open ice. Kessler Sky will go after it. It's taken away by Delveri. He kicks it through, and there's Gilmore on the puck. Gilmore will survey things. Stop up right around the red line and get it back to Dunlop. Dunlop for Searles. The bouncing puck sticked into center ice, and Laforme's going to take it, but it's played with a high stick. So we'll get a face-off and a whistle here with 15:01 to play in this first frame. Draw will be just outside of that Ironman bench. Gilmore and Laforme off the draw. Off the face-off, the blitz control. We'll send that one high off the window. It'll be knocked down by Ratchford, and he'll just hoist it up to the line where Laforme's going to knock it down and carry it up. In the middle, Kessler Sky. He'll stop up, leave it there for Tyler Hill, who finds Laforme, and he had a bit of space, but he couldn't control the puck. Now Andy Witten's away. Here's Witten. He'll fly up. He's got to step on his man. He'll take the shot. Blocker save, and off the crossbar right there as Harabek got a piece of it, and then the crossbar did the rest. Back to the line, Noseworthy. He'll send it down low. He finds Gilmore, who leaves it for Witten. Witten works free in the middle, and Searles couldn't get a stick on that. That was a beautiful opportunity, but it bounced over his stick. And now the Ironmen under siege for the first time in this game. Will hoist it up into center. Sky had a step on Perry, who rides him off the puck. And that Mansell just sticks it to the corner glass. In the corner, Noseworthy knocks his man down, and away goes Cam Searles. Might be numbers for the Blitz. And he overskated the puck, and then it's sent off the glass and up and into the crowd. So we'll get a face-off in the Ironman zone right at the 14-minute mark, period number 1. Off the draw, the blitz controlled, and then it was stick down through center ice where Perry's going to recollect in his own end. He'll find Noseworthy, will fire off the window. It'll come down, and here's Marandola. He'll take a quick shot off a leg and goes up. Bounces wide of the net, and then it's controlled in the corner by Mitch Brown. He'll stick it up the opposite side, out of the reach of Chidwick. And now Noseworthy bodies his man. That's Mitch Green. It'll be then stick down low, but over the stick of Chidwick. And Ratchford will find it. He'll fire it up, hoping for the breakaway stretch pass there, but it was under his stick. As I believe that was Mitch Green. Yes, it was, ahead of the play. But that'll bring the faceoff back into the Ironman zone on the icing. Jason Smith on this draw opposite Mitch Brown. Off the draw, Ironman control. Here's Ratchford. He'll take the puck behind with only 5D tonight. You can imagine Ratchford's going to get a lot of minutes tonight for the Ironman. He'll kick that puck free, take a shot, and he sent it just wide. Comes out the other side. Chidwick just sends it to the open wing. Green activates. He'll put it down low. Picked off by Dunlop. And then sent over to Spencer, but it hit the back of the net. Spencer has trouble with it. Then Spencer dumps his man. The puck comes free, and away go the Blitz. A little sloppy in their own end. Chidwick's going to hoist that one high in the air. Gloved down momentarily by Ratchford, but the Blitz maintain control. Here's Dunlop. He'll find Marandola down low for Chidwick. The backhand pass knocked down low by Mitch. That's Mitch Brown. And he'll get it up to Mitch Green, and Green will carry it up. He's got Antone cutting in the middle. He'll fire instead for Sukal. Plays it off the wall. Sukal, the quick shot and the save off the blocker of Mansell. It rides all the way out to the line and then up out of the reach of Ben Thompson. Nearly too many men on the ice. Brigland's pass cross ice off a stick. Taken back by Mitch Green, and he'll lay it back to Sukal, the defenseman, who will fire it up. Deflected in by Theo Hill, and it'll be stopped up by Mansell. He'll backhand it up on the opposite side. Dunlop chips it by his man, and then can't get it quite to Chase Spencer. The puck comes free. Anderson takes the shot. The save by Mansell. Brendan Anderson left wide open in the slot. Now they turn it over at the line. It's Brigland. He'll move through, spin it down, and Mantell's seen enough. He'll cover it up. And we'll get another face-off in the Orangeville zone with 12:02 to play here in this opening frame. Scoreless so far. Blitz a little sloppy in their own end. Like to see them clean that up. The transition has not been there at all. And this has been a slow starting team all year. But when you're in Game 5 of a playoff series, it might cost you. Now here's a headman pass stretched up to Thompson. He'll walk in, dangle his way to the net, and he couldn't get a shot off. His stick was lifted at the last moment by Jacob Brown. Now Sukal's up. He'll lay it for Anderson. Anderson in the middle, hoping for Sukal. It bounces free. Anderson, the shot, and the save by Mantell. Comes out the other side. It's spun down low. Sukal bodied off the puck, and then he gets it back, hoping for Theo Hill. It jumps his stick. And now Thompson, a nice pass. It bounces in the feet, though, of Perovic, and then it's sticked up to the line. Taken in by Heffernan onside. It'll settle down for Noseworthy. He'll spin it around the rim. It'll find Ben Thompson. He'll let it go through to Perry. The quick shot, and nearly deflected by Heffernan, but it went off the outside of the net. Now that one hoisted up through center. It's not going to have enough for icing, so it'll settle down where Noseworthy's going to take it. Noseworthy lays it for Perry. His partner will fire it up off the skate of Perovic. Searles fresh off the bench. He'll backhand it in. The ride in, stopped up there by Haravic, and then he'll leave it. And away goes Ratchford, gets those legs going. He's pestered at the line, though, by Witten. Puck does come free to Gilmore, and then it's knocked down by Witten. He's in. Andy Witten drops it back for Gilmore. He'll look things over, take the quick shot, and he sent it just wide. The Oliveira at the opposite point will send it in. It'll ride down, hit the official skate. Gilmore tries the sharp angle shot. Missed it. It'll come in the corner, and there's Chase Spencer activating. He'll get it to Gilmore. It goes under his glove. He's going to have to touch it himself to avoid the hand pass. Spencer, the quick shot, save up high by Haravic. Another good stop. And now it's hoisted through center. Sky after it, but the Oliveira collects and leaves it there for Spencer. He'll move it up for Chidwick, who will dump it in. Opposite corner, it'll come free to Jacob Brown. He'll send it through center, knocked down by the Oliveira. And the steady defenseman will hold it there and let his line mates get set up. Here's Spencer. He'll fire it up. He's got Smith. Quick shot, and he sent it wide of everything. It'll come out the opposite side, kept in by Spencer. He'll go down low for Chidwick. Chidwick and Smith get their signals crossed, but Smith has it back. He'll turn, get it back to the line to Oliveira. The quick shot was blocked by Ratchford, and then it's sent up through center. They hope to spring their man, and that's a definite dive. You're not going to get that call, Kessler Sky. This is a playoff game, boys. That one spun up the other side. Spencer controls in his own zone. He'll lay it back for De Oliveira and up to Chidwick, who will lay it cross ice for Spencer. Spencer on the tape. There's Smith. He'll leave it there for Marandola. Chip it back for Chidwick. From the backhand in front, and unable to get a stick on it was Smith, and away they go. Sky with Tyler Hill. Kessler Sky cuts to the middle. He goes down again. Puck comes free. Hill the shot. He sent it wide of everything. The open cage. He couldn't find it. Now Sukal in front. Deflected. Big save. Rebound comes out. Hill couldn't get a shot on net. Frantic action here. Tyler Hill surveys the line. Leaves it for Sukal. Will just send it off the blocker of Mantle. Up and into the netting and out of play. Perfect rebound control there from Ryan, as that'll bring a face-off down in the Orangeville zone as Sky went down on that semi-break 2-on-2 there and actually freed up the puck for Tyler Hill. And then Mantle had to be sharp. He made a couple big stops right there. Both goalies looking solid early on here in Game 5. Off the draw, Ironman control. It goes down low. And then Brown's pass picked off by Perovic, and out he comes 3-on-2. Perovic lays it on the left side for Thompson. He'll fire the shot. Save Perovic. Rebound. Stuffed it, and then eventually it's covered up. And we'll get a face-off down in that Ironman zone. Another good stop. Rebound control from both guys has been on point here. They're swallowing up those rebounds, not allowing those pucks into dangerous areas. And that's what's keeping this game scoreless. False start on the draw. We'll see who gets tossed here. If anybody does, maybe it's just a warning. Yes, it is. Ironman win another face-off. He'll spin that one up out of the reach of Perry. It'll eventually settle down in the Orangeville zone where Noseworthy will take it up. He'll now turn back and lay it there for Heffernan, who wants to get those legs going. Now he overskates the puck, picked off by Brown. He'll fire it to the trailer green, and then it was picked off nicely by Perry. He'll lay it up. Ben Thompson's got it. He's wide on that left side, centers it out front. It was knocked down. He'll stay on the puck. Now Heffernan takes it away. Heffernan back out for Perry. The quick shot blocked down, and now lookout might be numbers the other way. Briglin moves up. He's got Green. They spot the trailer, but it bounces on Mitch Brown. Now it's spun back the other way, and up come the Blitz. Ben Thompson cuts middle. Waits. Drops it back. There's Dunlop. He'll wait. Spin it down low, but Perovic was marked well and couldn't get a stick on it. Now the puck bounces along the wall. There's Thompson. Back out Perovic. Back to the line. De Oliveira. He'll fire the shot off a leg, and it went wide. And now Brown spins it up. And Green sticks it the rest of the way, but it's no icing. It was deflected. Alex De Oliveira will collect from behind his own net and wait for things to get set up as the Blitz complete a change. He'll go cross ice for Dunlop, who gets it up to Smith. It's in his feet. Ratchford steps up. Can he get to the puck? Yes. He'll lay it up for Briglin. Briglin fires the shot, kicked away Mantle. Puck tied up in the corner. Ratchford activates on the play. He's tied up, and then Dunlop takes it away. He'll start it up. Might be numbers. Here they go. Theo Hill, the forward, back on defense. Gilmore on the left side. Spins it to trailer. Dunlop, the quick shot. Save made by Harabeck. A confident glove stop. And he'll hold on with 7:06 to play in period one. They're set up. Hill and Cyril's on the draw. Hill wins the draw. Spun up the opposite side. Now they got Theo Hill out there with Tyler Hill and Stephen Laforme. That pass up for Laforme. He gets to the line, gets bodied off the puck, and now Tyler Hill pushes it through. Back for Hill. He's got on the backhand. He sends it off the outside of the net. Now the Blitz look to counter. Here's Gilmore on the left side. He'll fire it off the wall. Ratchford, though, cuts it off and gets it into center. The bouncing puck finds Cam Cyrils. He'll turn back, lay it for Perry, who will reset. Fires it up. There's Gilmore. His cross-ice pass bounces. Cyrils finds it. Cyrils wrapped up by Ratchford. Arms stay down. They're letting him play tonight. Love to see it. That one spun out front. Gilmore swipes at it. Went just wide. Now Witten back for Gilmore. Former Stouffville Spirit. He'll look things over. It bounces on him. Laforme takes it away and then sends it up to Tyler Hill, who will start the rush. Sky joins the play. Ratchford sneaks in on that left side. There's Hill. Cuts to the middle, and the shot Blocked by Perry, and now Ratchford runs Gilmore over off the play. Apparently nobody saw that one. And now Perry's going to start up. I know Gilmore's been a target for the Ironmen in this series. They definitely don't like him. He doesn't like them. And you're seeing it play out here tonight in real time. Ironman's pass picked off in center by Spencer. He'll lay it there for Smith. He'll gain the line. He'll dump it into the corner. Sukal will be first on it. Blitz doing a lot of dumping and not a lot of chasing in this first period. As a team that's not really known for dump and chase, the Ironmen doing a great job of holding up and making entries tough. Not allowing the Blitz those easy carries into the zone. Sukal dumping in. He's a big reason for the Blitz unable to penetrate that line. Here's Smith. He'll start up. He's got Chidwick. Chidwick will fly in on the right side. He'll stop up, get it to Smith. The bouncing puck eventually gets cut in. Here's Smith. He'll go behind the net, try the wrap, and it was sticked away by Mitch Brown, and the speedster's going to start up. His pass hoping for Antone, picked off by Dunlop, and now he'll turn away. Matt Dunlop lays it for Chidwick in the middle. He'll make a quick move. Chidwick in. Now they center it. Spencer walks in, takes the shot. The save made by Hrebek off the shaft of the goal stick. A beautiful stop right there from the Ironman netminder. He keeps this thing scoreless after the Blitz finally get a nice rush, set up the way they want, the quick touch passes. But the Six Nations goaltender has the answer. Off this draw, the Ironmen control once again. They've won a good percentage of the draws here in this first period. That stretch pass, though, knocked down by Spencer, and he'll hoist it up. Sukal cuts it off. Now it's laid back for Ben Thompson. He's in trouble 1-on-2, but he makes a nice pass. And it's spun up in center ice. Heffernan's pass, though, picked off, and now the Ironmen will start back. They dump it, but they can't get it by Spencer. His pass off the feet of Luke Perovic and spun right back in. This Blitz top line has definitely had their struggles in terms of just making a couple of quick passes here early on in this game. Heffernan lays up off the skates of Dunlop. It'll come free to Anderson. He gloves it forward, but then Dunlop steps in the way. Ben Thompson lays it up looking for the 2-on-1, but Jacob Brown there makes a nice play to disrupt it. Ben Thompson all the way across. Dunlop plays it off the wall. He'll carry, turn free, center it. Perovic's got it. He'll take the shot. Blocked down in front off of Heffernan. That one's got a sting. Now they got Anderson behind the defense. He had to stop to play that puck. They still have a little 2-on-1 set up here. They spin it to the middle. Anderson pokes at it. Sukal the shot, and it hit the goalpost. Got behind Mantle, but it didn't find its way in. A couple of posts for each team here in this first frame. Dan Perry lays the pass up, picked off by Hill. Away goes Theo Hill. He's got Anderson with him. Theo Hill cuts to the middle. He's got Briglin. The quick shot, glove down by Mantle. Away go the Blitz, but that one bounces on Cam Searles. And the Ironmen will reset. DeCare lays it in the middle. They got Theo Hill sprung behind the defense. The shot, save made by Mantle. He waited him out. Made another big stop. The Blitz cannot let Theo Hill get behind the defense like that. There's a shot deflected wide. It'll come out. Witten's got Searles sprung. Can he get it to him? No, as Ratchford once again makes a play. Here's Gilmore. He'll swing, fire the shot, save off the blocker. And now Hill will wait and then spin it up, hoping for Sky. He'll get there, and then Sky turns it over. Gilmore has some space. He'll wait. Fire deflected wide by Searles. Now Hill backhands it up, hoping for Anderson. As soon as they collect that puck, that F1 flies the zone. That one kicked through. Gilmore's got it. He'll chip it for Searles. Down for Witten, back for Searles. Searles marked tightly, though. The puck comes free. There's Hill. And he's going to start up. Sorry, that's Sky. Kessler Sky with speed. Flies up to Oliveira, though, a good stick. And then he bodies him into the corner. Sky goes down again, trying to draw a penalty. He's good at that, I can tell you that. But the referees don't bite. There's Searles. He'll lay it back for Gilmore, and then he'll lay it back where De Oliveira will wait for things to get set up. We're under 2 minutes to play here in this first frame. Cam Searles walks up that 1-4, marking tightly, trying to prevent those quick entries. They do get in this time. He lays it for Spencer. Down low, hoping for Smith. He'll send it off a skate, though, and now Ratchford hoists it up to the line and out through center. Matt Dunlop's going to play it from behind his own net. Antone pursuing. He'll start up. Spencer will look things over. He'll skate it up, send it off the stick of Dunlop, but they can't get it by LaForme. A body in the corner. Eventually Chidwick does find it. He's pestered though nicely, and away goes Tyler Hill. He's got Antone with him. He'll send it off a stick. It'll ride in. Mantle lets it go for Marandola. Antone pursues. Marandola cuts him off. And then he's tied up. Puck comes free, and there's Chidwick on it behind his own net. He'll lay it up as we enter this last minute of play here in period 1. That pass hoping for Marandola, rides off the wall. He'll get to it. Spencer in the middle. Perovic was sprung, but he couldn't get it to him. Now they send a stretch pass, hoping for Antone. It's in on Mantle, so no icing. Now Mantle's going to hoist it up. Spencer deflects it. It bounces. Antone eventually finds it. He'll dump it in. Mantle's going to play it with Mitch Green pursuing. He's going to wait. None of his teammates are really helping him out there. He just sends it up the wall. Perovic's got it. His pass in the middle, hopes for Heffernan. He gets it. Heffernan dangles on the backhand. He'll take the shot, and he sent it wide. It'll come out the other side to Green. He'll lay it up, and away goes Briglin. Briglin rumbles up. He's got Brown cutting to the net, but a great play that time by Dunlop to shield his man off the puck. Now Brown lays it back for Jacob Brown, and that one does come out to center ice, so we'll get a face-off on the offside call with 13 seconds to go here in period 1. This series has really tightened up as it's rolled along. They're set here with 13 seconds to go. Gilmore wins the draw ahead. Poked at. Here's Witten. He'll work wide, but then Theo Hill just poked it off him, and it'll trickle in on the goaltender. And Hrabek covers it up. And we'll get another face-off. 7.7 seconds to go here in this first frame. Let's try to get something set up here for the last second shot. Smith out to take the draw. He does win it, but it bounces off a skate and goes into the corner, so Ratchford will take it ahead. They'll fire it up. They got Anderson, and with 1 second left, they're unable to get it through to Hill. And that will wrap up things here in period number 1. After 20 minutes of play, we sit scoreless from the Igloo. Blitz and Ironmen deadlocked as the two goaltenders both made some humongous saves in period 1. Transition game, I definitely have to say it favored the Ironmen in that first frame. Those stretch passes, we know their game. We know what they're going to do here, but it's a matter of stopping it, right? They're collecting in their own zone. They're keeping that F1 high, and he is flying the zone, whether it be Anderson, Hill, Green, any one of these guys. They're flying the zone, and they're just sending it up. And they're catching the Blitz D sleeping throughout this series. Theo Hill obviously had a breakaway in that first period. He was denied in tight by Mantle, who had a really good first frame, as did his opposition, Chris Hrabek. All right, folks, stick around. We'll be back with second period action on the other side. You're watching Orangeville Blitz playoff hockey presented to you live here on Blitz TV YouTube.
when the unexpected happens, you don't just need an adjuster, you need someone who cares. At Thompson Insurance Adjusters, we're more than a business. We're a family. And when you work with us, you become part of that family. As a small, independent firm, we take the time to listen, to understand, to advocate for you every step of the way. No call centers, no runaround, just honest guidance, clear communication, and decades of hands-on experience you can trust. Because restoring property is important, but restoring peace of mind? That's everything. When life happens, we're here to help you move forward. Thompson Insurance Adjusters. Adjusting with integrity, serving with heart.
Goal scored by number 75.
Hello, we're going to do a little refresh on my hair today. So I'm going in with the dry shampoo and putting that all over my roots, just massaging that in after I've applied it. And then going in with the texture spray, my favorite texture spray ever, holding up my roots to get a little bit of lift and volume since it's fallen so flat after a couple of days. And then going in with the oil just to break up a little bit of that texture spray and to add some shine, softness. That's the end of this quick refresh. If you have any questions about these products, message me or book an appointment at link in bio. Catch you on the next video.
Hi, I'm Jesse Chidwick, broker with Team Apex, powered by Keller Williams Real Estate. Growing up, I was committed to hockey. The sport had all of my attention, and I was determined to play at the highest level possible. To succeed on the ice, it takes a lot of early mornings at the rink, long hours training at the gym, and a lot of discipline. Fast track to today, the game may be behind me, but I have been able to take the skills and lessons learned from the sport and apply them to real estate, resulting in a 5-star experience being delivered to our clients time and time again. Buying, selling, and investing can seem overwhelming and stressful, just like preparing for a big game. Home buyers and sellers need to prepare for what is involved and rely on expert advice. Behind a trophy lies the time put in before the game, commitment to succeed, and guidance to execute plays that work. The same goes for a successful real estate experience. Whether you are buying or selling, you have our full attention, discipline, and commitment to reach your real estate goals. We are here to help you navigate the process for success, to successfully execute a game plan, knowing that your best interests are at the forefront of everything we do. Just like a coach, we are always there to provide valuable expertise and guidance to help you through the process and make informed decisions. Team Apex is here to put in the work to achieve a seamless, stress-free transaction. So if you're looking to score in real estate, let's connect today so I can help you feel confident and comfortable with your next move. We are committed to a 5-star experience.
What you know about dreaming, dreaming. You don't really know about nothing, nothing. Tell me what you know about the night terrors every night. 5 a.m. cold sweats waking up to the sky. Tell me what you know about dreams, dreams. Tell me what you know about night terrors, nothing. You don't really care about the trials of tomorrow. Rather lay awake in the bed full of sorrow. I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know everything is shining on. Shining on the snow. I'll be fine once I get it. I'll be good.
Coming in.
All right, welcome back inside the broadcast booth here at the Igloo, the Elder Street Arena here in Orangeville, Ontario, as I get you set for period number 2, as these two teams finish up that opening frame scoreless, despite quite a few high-danger scoring chances on both sides. But the Blitz unable to cash on that beautiful 3-on-2 they set up with Chase Spencer in the slot, as Harebeck got the goal stick on it, just the shaft of the goal stick. And at the other end, Ryan Mansell made a few huge stops, particularly the breakaway on Theo Hill about midway through that first period. And also that post that Brendan Anderson hit. He snuck one behind Mansell, but unable to beat the Iron. As the Blitz are on the ice, officials are on the ice. Ironmen getting ready to step on here for period number 2. And we have seen throughout this series, the team that wins the second period normally wins the game. Blitz controlled the second period in games 2 and 4. Sorry, get my signals crossed here. Game 1. Again, it was although the Ironmen won that game, the Blitz outscored them 3-1 in the second period. The same thing in period 2 down in game 2 in Six Nations when the Blitz got their first win of the series. And then that Game 3 win on home ice, it was the exact same script. You got to control the second period, especially with a team that likes to fly the zone with that long change. It's going to create some problems. And the Blitz are well aware, right? We're 5 games into this series now. It's no secret what either team is trying to do. So we'll see who can solve the opposition here in period number 2 as we are set for puck drop. Referees signal both goaltenders. It looks like we're ready to go. We are underway here in period number 2. Right off the draw, it'll come back to Mansell. He'll leave it there for Noseworthy, and they'll get things set up. Go Blitz, go chance starting in the crowd. They'll get that pass on the left side. There's Perry. He'll hoist it in. They'll go after it. Nick Manise starting that third line here to start period 2. Try to get a forecheck going. As that one jumps by Perry, they're going to say it was deflected. No icing. Mansell will have to come out to play it. Anderson barrels after it. It's kicked down by Anderson. Noseworthy, though, takes him off the puck, and he'll send it up the wall to Jason Smith. His backhand pass knocked down by Sukal, and then Brigland couldn't handle it. He'll go back in his own zone and reset. He'll fire it up off the stick of Marandola, and they try to get it through to Theo Hill. It finds Brigland. He'll walk in, get it to Hill on that right side. He'll stop up and backhand it behind the net. In the open corner, Gilmore will be first on it with Brigland, and Brigland wrestles him off the puck and gets it back to the line. There's a shot, knocked down by Mansell. Puck comes out. Gilmore just backhands it off the wall up to Marandola, and he'll carry through center. He gets it up. Gilmore jumps on the puck. Might be a 2-on-1. Gilmore walks in, takes the shot. Save made by Harabek. Good early stop from the Ironman netminder. Heffernan's going to jump up on this puck. He'll control it behind the net. Look things over. Spin it back down. There's Dunlop. He'll get it to Thompson. The quick shot off the outside of the net. Dunlop back down for Heffernan. He'll rag the puck down that right side. Drop it for Gilmore. In front. Deflection. Score! Matt Dunlop on the doorstep. Blitz strike first. A beautiful feed in front from Alex Gilmore. And Orangeville gets that ever so important first goal here in Game 5. Sorry, folks, we're having some camera issues here. Bear with us. Orangeville, the 1-0 lead at the 18:30 mark of period number 2. Sorry, folks, we're still trying to get this camera figured out here. We might have a connection loose. I'll walk you through it. Here's Spencer walking right in. He's turned away by Sukal. We're going to reset the camera here. I'm going to go radio here, folks. That one dropped back and then dumped in. It looks like we have things fixed. Gilmore behind the net. He'll center it. Heffernan backhander. Save made by Harabek. Let's get some good pressure here following up the goal. Comes out Spencer. Walks in. Shoots. It was blocked. Rebound pops free. Tyler Hill tried to get it and then was knocked down by Hill. Kept in at the line. Down low they get it. In front. There's Gilmore all alone. Takes the shot and he sent it high and wide. Alex Gilmore, a glorious opportunity. And he sent it over the netting. Harabek might have got a piece off the shoulder. As the Blitz come close to extending that 1-0 lead. Change up the line combinations a bit here. It's Witten with Perovic and Searles as that one's going to trickle in. Easily covered up by Harabek. And we'll get another face-off in the same spot. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed coming out of the intermission. Nick Manise juggled the lines a bit. And you're only running 3 lines. It's hard to juggle that much, but he is juggling things. Here's a shot by Perry off the blocker that time of Harabek up and off the roof here in Orangeville. And we'll get another face-off once again at the exact same spot. That ever so important first goal belonging to the Blitz. Linesman's going to back things up here as Antone was creeping his way in. Green and Perovic on the draw. Now they're going to toss Green. And Brown's going to come in. He's an excellent faceoff man as well. He ties up the draw and the Ironmen control. They'll hoist it up over the head of Perry. It'll roll down the ice. That's a friendly roll for the Blitz. And the icing will bring the faceoff back into the Six Nations zone. And we will do the faceoff once again 4 times here in the last 5 seconds of game action. Ironically, a first period that didn't see that many stoppages. We get 4 stoppages, 4 faceoffs at the exact same spot, like I said, within about 5 or 6 seconds of real game time. Brown's going to stay in. He won the last draw. Why not? Try it again. Referee fixing what looks like an issue in the goal crease here. So we'll get a brief stoppage. Yeah, there comes the water bottle. So Orangeville opening the scoring. A beautiful play out front. Matt Dunlop, the defenseman, activates. Both these two teams have very aggressive defensive cores. But Alex Gilmore with a perfect pass on that back door, and then Dunlop left wide open in front. No chance for Harabek, the goaltender. And that's where we sit as they get things ironed out here. Ironmen will take it. Obviously, there was an issue in the crease, but they'll take it after that icing. Although after only 5 seconds of game action, I doubt either line was very tired. Big shout out to the officials, obviously, in the NPHL. They got a hard job to do. I mean, it's a job that nobody wants to do. Reffing senior hockey is tough. I mean, you got to deal with the personalities of hockey players and obviously make a lot less money than they do in the big show. So shout out to them as Perovic was tripped off the draw. No call. It'll come up to Dan Perry. He'll fire the shot right in the glove. Good stop by Harabek. And he's going to hold on. We'll get another face-off once again in the same spot. In our fifth face-off in the last 11 seconds of game action in the exact same spot. And they're going to keep the same two guys on. Why not? Don't switch up the mojo. Off the draw this time, blitz control. Searles is going to put it down low, but it's taken away by DeCare. He'll spin it up the opposite side. Sukal's going to find it. The Ironmen are finally going to start up. They're clear, though, knocked down by Searles. He's going to leave it there for Perovic, who's going to walk in. Tried to get it to Witten. Clearing attempt knocked down by Perovic. He takes a bump for his trouble, but he gets it to Witten. Witten can't get by Brown. The bouncing puck eventually finds Noseworthy. He'll stick it down low, but it's cut off by Brown. And Mitch Brown will send it over for Sukal. And he'll hoist it high in the air, just avoiding the lights and the roof. Noseworthy gloves it down. Turn away in his own zone, fire it up, deflected by Witten. They're going to say no. He missed that deflection, and that's going to be an icing. And that'll bring the faceoff back into the Orangeville zone as the Blitz bench disagrees. Ironmen go right to that top line. Anderson, Hill, and Briglin. Faceoff will be to the right of Mantle. And it'll be Perovic opposite Hill. Hill wins the draw. Anderson, the quick shot, glove save. Mantle confidently snatches that one out of the air, and he'll hold on. A solid stop. Now the Blitz will be able to get their change. We'll do the draw in the same spot. This time Smith controlled it momentarily. It comes free. There's Anderson trying to get the backhand off. He was pestered. No call. As Ironman bench didn't like that one. But again, the referees are letting them play in this game as it hasn't gotten too out of hand yet. It hasn't got too chippy. As guys complaining about little hooks and hacks on both sides. Let's just play hockey. Off the draw, blitz control. Smith has it in his feet. He'll get it up under the stick of Dunlop, and then Hill's going to send it back down. Jumping in front, De Oliveira. He's going to start it up. He fans on his clear. Briglin keeps it in. He'll work around, take a bump from De Oliveira. He'll center it. There's Hill behind the net. He'll spin it out the other side. Anderson's shot was blocked by De Oliveira. Blitz defenseman saving a goal right there. Now Smith's going to jump up, and he'll fire cross ice. Dunlop's got it. Matt Dunlop walks in. He'll fire it. The cross ice pass, though, off a stick. It'll come out in center, where it's taken there by De Oliveira, and he'll dump it in offside, so they'll have to tag up. Todd Ratchford, the steady defenseman, looks things over. He'll send it up. And that one under the stick of Anderson, who didn't like the icing right there. He thought it was interfered with, but regardless, they'll bring the draw back into the Six Nations zone. We'll get a face-off to the right of Harabek. .35 to go here in period two. Blitz with the 1-0 lead. Gilmore on this draw opposite Briglin. Off the draw, it goes into the corner. It'll bounce free behind the net. Gilmore takes it. He'll walk around, trying to get it back to the line, but then Hill steps in front, picks it off, and Ratchford had some trouble with it. Eventually, he does get his pass down the ice, but nobody home. That'll be an icing on the Ironmen. It'll bring the faceoff back into the Six Nations zone with 15-16 to play here in period two. Face off once again to the right of Horebeck. Off the draw, blitz control. There's a shot by Perry. Deflected out high. Stopped by Horebeck, and he's going to send it into the corner. It's taken over there by Thompson, and then he's worked over by Anderson, and will fire the puck all the way down the ice. Once again, another icing on the Ironmen. And now they're going to wave it off. It's settled down. Perry went back for it. Now he's going to fire it up. Knocked down by Thompson. Thompson, though, had his head turned the wrong way. He didn't see his lineman cutting. Right behind him, that was Gilmore. And instead, it's taken back by Perry, and he'll get it up for Thompson. He'll walk in, take the shot, and he sent it wide. Rides out the far side where it's sticked in. Perry will be first on it. He'll spin it up, picked off by Kessler Sky. He'll fire a shot wide of everything, and then it takes a strange hop off the stanchion, up the ice. Horebeck's going to come out to stop it, and he's going to play it to the line, not out. Thompson, they're going to say it was offside, as that was bang, bang at the Ironman line. And a good stop regardless by Horebeck as he turned it over at the line, whether it came out or not. He got back in the net and made a stop. And we'll get the face-off in neutral ice. Blitz had way too many guys on the ice right there. They were in the middle of finishing their line change. I think they got, again, signals crossed right there. That's the danger when you change up the lines right in the middle of a period. See what the referee is figuring out here. They toss Heffernan out of the faceoff. He wants Spencer to take the draw, the defenseman. That's interesting strategy, and Chase wins it. Well, he might have found a new job for Chase Spencer. That pass up for Tyler Hill goes under his stick, but Kessler Sky follows up. He gets wrestled off the puck. He comes free behind the net. Heffernan will backhand it up, and then he lays a huge reverse hit that time on Sky. Spencer has it knocked away. LaForme's on it. He's got Sky in the slot. They couldn't get it to him, though. It jumped under his stick, and Heffernan's away. He'll backhand it up, knocked down nicely by Tyler Hill, but he has to wait for his mates to tag up. He's in. He'll drop it back. LaForme giving some room, dangles to the middle, and Perovic, a good follow-up, will lift his stick. And LaForme will take it in the corner. Chase Spencer fights the bouncing puck. He'll start up. As he gains that red line, dumps it, but he couldn't get it by Tyler Hill. Now he does follow it up, but it comes out in center. Lays it there. Nice pass for Witten. Andy Witten walks in, takes the shot, and Horebeck got a piece of it. Comes out the other side. Spencer keeps it in. His pass, though, knocked down. Now Perry was the only man back right there. He made a nice play to prevent the 3-on-1. Now another offside. Bang, bang at that Ironman line, but they're going to call it as it's a tight line here in period number 2. Off the draw, it's tied up and then controlled by the Ironmen. Ratchford's on it. Six Nations still winning a majority of the draws, but that pass picked off by Smith, and then he overskates the puck. That could have been a dangerous transitional play, but Smith overskated it. Now Antone strips a man, and Marandola stays right with him, and he'll dump it in. Mansell will come out, play it into the open corner. Marandola will take it off the wall, kick it there, and Chidwick sends it all the way down. This will be icing, and that'll bring the faceoff back into the Ironman zone. Right on the 13-minute mark here of period 2. Faceoff will be to the right of the goaltender Mansell. They send right back out that top line. Blitz control the draw. Now it's bodied free in the corner where Theo Hill's going to take it back. Look at it to Ratchford, the shot from the point, swallowed up by Mansell. No rebound, no problem. And he'll hold on. We'll get another face-off, likely in the same spot. Hill wins a draw, back to Ratchford. He'll take the blast, broken stick, and it'll trickle in on Mansell. He'll cover it up as that stick broke in half. And Marandola was spilled right there. Not too sure what happened to him. He appears to be no worse for wear. He's back to his feet. And we'll do the draw once again. Off the face-off. Ironman control this time. It's Briglin. He'll turn free. Poked at by Noseworthy. Eventually Smith finds it, and then he turns it over. Gets it right back off the stick of Theo Hill. He's going to try to start up. 2 all over him. Marandola just dumps it in. Rides behind the net. Horebek's going to come out and stop it. He'll then turn it over momentarily to Chidwick, but Chidwick unable to get a stick on it. And now it's turned over. There's Perovic in the slot. The shot! And it was off a leg as DeCare stepped in the way and saved his goaltender right there, who was kind of in scramble mode. His puck up to the wall, to the line. Perry sends it down low. It'll bounce, and Horebek, without the goal stick, is going to cover that one up. And we'll get a face-off in the Ironman zone as things really have slowed down here in period 2. A lot of stoppages as it was wide open in period 1. It's the complete opposite so far in period 2. Off the draw, blitz control. There's Dunlop. He'll fire a shot off the glove of Horebek. Comes up the other side. Spencer will keep it in. He'll chip it off the wall. Perovic covering him. Will dump it back down there. Spencer. He'll fire a sharp angle shot off the shoulder of Horebek. It bounces behind the net as that thing was up in the air for what felt like an eternity. And now the Ironman control. They'll start up. The pass on the tape of Ratchford, and then a good stand up by Searles. It's sent in through center ice. Spencer will just backhand it in softly. They tag up. Horebek comes out to stop it. He'll leave it for Sukal, who will fire it up. Kick down by Ratchford. He'll leave it there for Mitch Brown, who gets it to the line, not out. But Ratchford has time to collect behind his own net. He'll lay it there for Antone. He's in trouble. Pestered by Perovic. Now he puts it down low. It's picked off. But the bouncing puck eventually does find Ratchford, who will get it out in center ice. Ironman can take a breath. Now it's a turnover in center. Here comes Antone moving up. He's got Green with him. He'll spin behind the net, try to get it out front, but Spencer cut him off, and Sukal keeps it in at the line. The big-bodied defenseman will send it down low. Brown, a deflection on goal. Mantle will swallow it up, and we'll get another face-off in the Orangeville zone as Antone and Mitch Brown moving up on that 2-on-1 nearly tied this game. Antone just ran out of room, went behind the net, tried to get it out front, but it was snuffed out, and then that quick shot trickled in on Mantle, no problems for the goaltender. And we're going to face off once again to his right. Oops, looks like I reset the clock there, folks. I do apologize. Right back to square one with the timer issues. Next stoppage, I'll try to fix it. 10:49 to go here in period 2. This one dumped around. It'll be sticked up the wall and controlled there by Tyler Hill. He'll get it up. Laforme finds it in the middle, hoping for Sky, and it bounced in his feet, and then Thompson turned it over. Here they come. Sky's got a step. He'll walk in, and Noseworthy with a good stick there. Pokes it off, and now ahead it goes for Gilmore. He'll deflect it in. Ratchford all over him. Gilmore goes after it, and Ratchford takes it away. He'll fire it cross ice, knocked down by Sukal. He'll fake the slap shot, take the shot, rebound out, Sky shot, and it went up in the air. It was muffled on its way in, and Mantle makes a great stop there as he reached up. Not the hardest shot, but sometimes those knuckle pucks can be tough to read. All right, folks, we're going to try to fix this here. Let's see. All right, it looks like we're as close as we can be there. And I'm going to let that run, and then it looks like we've caught up. Look at that. Wow. Thanks a lot for that icing to the Blitz as they allow me to get things right back on track. We got the game clock matched up with our timer here, and we are ready. Hill on this draw. His opposite Smith. They've been matching up in the face-off circle all night. Smith wins another one. The Oliveira controls. He'll spin it up. There's Sukal. He'll cut it off at the line. He'll put it down. Out of the reach of Brigland. It'll come out the other side where Hill and Smith will go after it. Hill lets it go back to the line. Ratchford just rides the plate the other side. Brigland meets with Spencer. The puck comes out. Stick that, and here's Smith. He'll start up. His backhander knocked down by Hill. And then his backhanded up. Anderson in the middle. He's got his man. Here's Brigland. He'll take the shot. He sent it high and wide. Now Anderson on the rebound. He'll spin it up the other side. Sukal on it. He'll fan on it. And now Chidwick's going to get it off the window and get it out into center. Marandola lays it for Spencer, but another bad pass by the Blitz. And here comes Anderson. He'll move in. He'll take the shot, and he sent it wide under the glove hand of Mantle, and now Sukal resets in center. This third line really sloppy here in this game for Orangeville. That pass out of the reach of Brigland. It'll come down to DeOliveira. He turns it free, and Spencer will start up. Spencer walks around Anderson. He'll come in, dangle to the middle, take the shot. It was blocked. Marandola follows up the shot, and it deflected high and wide. Here's Perovic. Puts it down low, Chidwick. He'll shield the puck. Put it down low, Marandola the tip, and now it's sent back and all the way down as this one will have enough steam for icing with Hill pursuing. That was a little scary, but it had just enough for icing as Mantle gets to laugh this one off. Desande tried to sneak onto the bench that time. Linesman caught him. And they're ready to go. Perovic wins that drawback. There's Perry. He'll fire the shot right into the chest of Horebeck. He's going to hold on. No problems. For the netminder, we'll get another face-off, and the Ironmen get their change. Chris Horebeck has been outstanding in the last two games. He's really, really holding the Blitz down. As now it comes free, winning the shot, he sent it wide. Tried to pick that top corner on the blocker side, he couldn't find the spot. Now Brown will just dump it in. Noseworthy goes after it, he'll take it behind his own net. Spin it for Perry, who will try to go back for Noseworthy. He took a weird bounce. And Noseworthy's just going to fire it up the opposite side. Perry's going to activate, he'll start up. Dan Perry, the veteran defenseman, rumbles up, takes the shot, save. Horebeck, and he'll hold on. We'll get another face shot with 8:10 to go here in period two. Ironman going to change the defense here as Perry and Brown chatting. See if this escalates. And then Desande gives him a whack on his way to the bench. Perry laughing about it. Remember, they meet again tomorrow in Six Nations at 3:30. No love lost. They're going to toss Green from the draw, but again, Brown steps in. He's a really good face-off man. I mentioned that a couple of times. They win the draw. Cyril's the shot, and getting a piece of it that time was Horebeck off the glove. Now Noseworthy blows a tire. Here comes Green. He'll take the shot. He sent it high and wide over the blocker. Opening up here a little bit in period two. Here's Perovic. He'll swing in, stop up, take the shot, save Horebeck. No rebound to be had. He'll hold on, and we'll get another face-off with 7:52. As back and forth they go. Noseworthy got flat-footed right there, and Green sent it over the blocker hand side and then right back the other way. Luke Perovic stopped up, took his time, but fired it right into the chest. Ironmen go back to that second line with Sky, Hill, and LaForme. Off the draw, Ironman control. Ratchford will seek shelter behind his own net and look things over. He'll fire it all the way into center. Spencer kicks at it, comes free to LaForme. He'll cut in, and a nice play that time by Dunlop to get him off the puck. It'll come back, though. There's Tyler Hill giving some room. Fires the shot, kicked away by Mantle. It was in a dangerous area, and then Thompson taken down. That's going to be a penalty on Kessler Sky. And it's chaos down there as everybody thought the whistle was going to blow. Blitz trying to get Mantle to the bench. He doesn't know what's going on. Now he's going to go. Man, senior hockey at its finest as LaForme will touch up. And we'll finally get the stoppage, and the Blitz will get the first power play of this game. It's going to be Kessler Sky for 2 or less. Boarding is going to be the call. And the Blitz power play has been okay at home. It's been better on the road in this series. It's been just okay at home. And we'll see if they can get the crowd on their feet here with this 1-0 lead. Try to take a 2-goal lead. 7:11 on the clock. Off the draw, Ironmen control, and Ratchford's going to take it. From the corner, he's tied up by Witten. They can't clear. It'll actually be kicked at that time by Searles, and then sent ahead. They got Anderson, shorthanded sprung. In he comes, shoots and scores. Brendan Anderson, a shorthanded goal. And how do you allow a shorthanded breakaway in Game 5 of a playoff series is beyond me, as Anderson silences the crowd and ties this thing up. In Orangeville, you got to hang your heads. That is flat out embarrassing. Minute 45 on the power play. And we are right back to level as Anderson beats Mantle through the 5-hole. And we reset. Thompson's cross-ice pass knocked down. Here's Heffernan on that left side. He'll try to get it back to the line. It's off the skates of the official and carried out through center by Anderson. Anderson then trying to draw a penalty. He's not going to get it. And ahead goes Gilmore. It's a 3-on-2. Gilmore on his backhand. Gets it by Ratchford. And then to Heffernan, who's passed back to the line. Kept in by Dunlop. Cross for Spencer. He'll go all the way down. Heffernan walks in, shoots. Easy save there by Horebeck. And then Anderson's clear. Knocked down by Gilmore. They'll spin it around, though. And Ratchford, at the end of a long penalty killing shift, can't clear. Spencer back down for Thompson. They tie up on the wall. Eventually it comes free. There's Gilmore. Gilmore walking in. Stop. Shoots. Easy save. Horebeck. Right into the chest. That's no problems for the goaltender there. And we'll get another face-off. 43 seconds to go on this penalty. Off the draw, blitz control. Searles back to the line there. Spencer. He'll go all the way across for Dunlop. They're set up. Down low, Witten. He'll rotate, look things over, and then spin it back down low. He's got Perovic. It's under his stick. Now he makes a nice move to get out of there. Back up for Witten. Perovic on the left side for Witten. Witten takes the shot, deflected wide by Spencer. Back to the line. They'll try it again. Here's Witten for Perovic. Perovic takes the shot. Sent it wide. It might have been deflected out high. Searles wrapped up, and then it's sent all the way down the ice. And that will pretty much take care of this power play for the Blitz. We're back to 5-a-side as Kessler Sky joins the play. A very unsuccessful power play for the Blitz as they surrender the game-tying goal while shorthanded. There's Sukal moving up. Down the left side, the big defenseman rumbles behind the net. He's pestered by Dunlop. He'll work his way free and then turns away, poked at by Dunlop. There's Perovic, and then it'll be spun back down for Briglin. He's got a man out front, Sky, and a good stick by Mantle. And now a stick slash broken in half. No call. Searles tries to body his man. It'll come out. Dunlop finds it. I'm not sure the Blitz wanted a call there. They'll probably lose this tied score as that one fired in. Blockered away nicely by Mantle. And then it's sent ahead. There's Perovic. He'll turn it up. Can't get it to Chidwick. And then Brown sends it up. They might have numbers. Sky spins it, but it's off the skates of Briglin. And then they're still offside. And it's sent up there. Smith. 3-on-2 develops. Smith with Chidwick and Spencer. He'll move in, and a pass for Spencer out of his reach. Now Spencer spins it through the goal mouth. Nobody home. Sky across ice. Here's Brown. He'll move up. He'll dump it in, and he'll peel off for a change as we enter the final 4 minutes to play here in period 2. Perry back across. The Oliveira will spin it off the wall. Deflected in by Smith. Chidwick will go after it with Ratchford. Ratchford's going to be up near 45 minutes at the end of this game. And they got a game tomorrow afternoon. It's just insane as he does not wear down. Just always steady presence. He'll pick that pass off. Go for Tyler Hill. And Hill's going to skate up with it. He'll work his way through center. Cut to the middle. Taken off his stick by Perry. And then Perry on the second try hoists it, but he can't get it out. LaForme knocked it down. The Oliveira will be first on it in the corner. He'll leave it there for Marandola, and he'll look things over. He's going to start the rush, drop it back. There's Gilmore. He'll gain the red line, fire it in. It'll come out the other side. Ben Thompson couldn't drag that puck, and now Laforme gets it ahead, but knocked down nicely by Perry. Perry will spin it across, picked off by the defenseman, and then sent up by Green. In the middle, Laforme couldn't get a stick on it, and Heffernan is going to look things over and fire it up. He's got Gilmore. Gilmore pestered, but Heffernan follows up. Now it's sticked out into center ice where Dunlop's going to hold it. His cross-ice pass knocked down, but he's going to reset at his own line. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in period 2. 1-1 the score. Perry walks up. He'll dump it in. He'll bounce in the corner. Ratchford on it. He'll fire it up. He's got Anderson, who will kick it through to Hill. Hill's up with Green. They have a step. Hill in front, but a good stick by Dunlop. Now away goes Gilmore. He's got Spencer up on the play with him. Gilmore on that left side fires the shot. Horebeck to save. It comes out. Heffernan finds Spencer, who will work through a check, get it back to Heffernan, who fires it into the glove. Off the stick that time of Horebeck into his own glove. He holds on with 1:58 to go here in period 2. Faceoff will be to the right of Horebeck, the goaltender. Perovic on this draw opposite Hill. Off the draw, Ironmen control. Ratchford still out there. He's been out there for the last 3 minutes. That puck comes free to Spencer at the line. He'll backhand it down low. Searles behind the defense. Ratchford makes a nice play on him. He'll lay it back to the line, Noseworthy. Can't get it by his man, and they had Theo Hill sprung. Mantle, they say he made an attempt on that, so no icing. He'll play it up. Spencer will find it. Away goes Cam Searles down the left side. He'll swing through, drop it. There's Witten, the quick shot off a stick. And who else but Todd Ratchford? He has been excellent in this game and in this series. A difference maker for the Ironmen as he's logging probably over 50 minutes tonight. I said 45, but he has not left the ice since the Ironmen tied this game, including that entire penalty kill. And since then, obviously they trust him, and he's their number one. He's showing it tonight, putting in one of them Chris Pronger playoff efforts. This one backhanded through. There's Ratchford. He'll send it off the wall. Trying to spring Anderson. They're offside, so knows where they have time to reset. He'll go across for Spencer. We'll skate up. He'll hoist it up, hoping for Perovic. It went under his stick. Horebeck's going to play it. Perovic actually broke his stick. Saw that in game number 1 here as he broke his stick on the empty net goal as he tried to dump it in. And it gave the Ironmen that ever so important 5th goal to take game 1. We're inside the final minute here of period 2. There's a tie-up, a 5-man scramble on the wall. Now 6. It does come free. Noseworthy had jumped up. Look out, now they got numbers the other way. They got Hill, he sprung. Hill, what a play by Gilmore. Hill fights the bouncing puck. And Alex Gilmore saving his team's bacon right there. Both D up on that scramble. And now they turn it over. Briglin for Hill. He'll walk in, shoot, and he sent it just wide. He was hoping for the tip, and now we got a penalty coming up on the Blitz. As Anderson was hauled down on the back door, and it's going to be a hold. And the sloppy play continues to cost this very talented Orangeville team who can't seem to string together 2 passes at a time. And they take a bad penalty after a turnover here and give the Ironmen a late power play in period 2. Off the draw, it's controlled by the Ironmen. Sukal bodied at the line. It's dumped around the other side, and Sky's got it. 16 seconds to go in the period. Ratchford all the way across Sukal. He'll take the shot, easily gloved down by Mantle. He'll hold on with 10 seconds to go here in period 2. Smith wins the draw. De Oliveira sends it up the wall, takes a strange bounce. Ratchford keeps it in. Final 2 seconds are going to bleed off this period. And after 40 minutes of play, we are deadlocked at 1 goal apiece. We sat scoreless after 20. We sit tied up at 1 after 40. As the Blitz struck early in the period, the Ironmen struck about just over halfway through on that shorthanded breakaway goal from Brendan Anderson, who has really taken this series over for the Ironmen. Blitz sloppy as usual. Some just poor passing, terrible responsibility on the penalty kill. I got nothing positive to say after that result. In the end of the second period, folks. Stick around. We'll be back. Third period action coming your way next. You're watching Orangeville Blitz playoff hockey presented to you live here on Blitz TV.
When the unexpected happens, you don't just need an adjuster, you need someone who cares. At Thompson Insurance Adjusters, we're more than a business. We're a family. And when you work with us, you become part of that family. As a small independent firm, we take the time to listen, to understand, to advocate for you every step of the way. No call centers, no runaround, just honest guidance, clear communication, and decades of hands-on experience you can trust. Because restoring property is important, but restoring peace of mind? That's everything. When life happens, we're here to help you move forward. Thompson Insurance Adjusters. Adjusting with integrity, serving with heart.
Goals scored by number 75.
Hello, we're gonna do a little refresh on my hair today. So I'm going in with the dry shampoo and putting that all over my roots, just massaging that in after I've applied it. And then going in with the texture spray, my favorite texture spray ever, holding up my roots to get a little bit of lift and volume since it's fallen so flat after a couple of days. And then going in with the oil just to break up a little bit of that texture spray and to add some shine, softness. That's the end of this quick refresh. If you have any questions about these products, message me or book an appointment at link in bio. Catch you on the next video.
Hi, I'm Jesse Chidwick, broker with Team Apex, powered by Keller Williams Real Estate. Growing up, I was committed to hockey. The sport had all of my attention, and I was determined to play at the highest level possible. To succeed on the ice, it takes a lot of early mornings at the rink, long hours training at the gym, and a lot of discipline. Fast track to today, the game may be behind me, but I have been able to take the skills and lessons learned from the sport and apply them to real estate, resulting in a 5-star experience being delivered to our clients time and time again. Buying, selling, and investing can seem overwhelming and stressful, just like preparing for a big game. Home buyers and sellers need to prepare for what is involved and rely on expert advice. Behind a trophy lies the time put in before the game, commitment to succeed, and guidance to execute plays that work. The same goes for a successful real estate experience. Whether you are buying or selling, you have our full attention, discipline, and commitment to reach your real estate goals. We are here to help you navigate the process for success, to successfully execute a game plan knowing that your best interests are at the forefront of everything we do. Just like a coach, we are always there to provide valuable expertise and guidance to help you through the process and make informed decisions. Team Apex is here to put in the work to achieve a seamless, stress-free transaction. So if you are looking to score in real estate, let's connect today so I can help you feel confident and comfortable with your next move. We are committed to a 5-star experience.
You know about dreaming, dreaming. You don't really know about nothing, nothing. Tell me what you know about the night terrors every night. 5 a.m. cold sweats waking up to the sky. Tell me what you know about dreams, dreams. Tell me what you know about night terrors, nothing. You don't really care about the trials of tomorrow. Rather lay awake in the bed full of sorrow. I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know everything is shining on. Shining, always go. I'll be fine once I get it. I'll be good.
wasn't fake enough. My real life was a headline. Your real life got a deadline. My timeline was a hashtag. Your timeline just a hate crime. Coming in hot, feeling like pop. Back in 94 when he took 5 shots. Too much, wake him up. See him still sleeping, so I had to shake him up.
The real estate market is tough, but here at Team Apex Real Estate, we're just a little bit tougher. So whether you're a buyer or an investor looking to capitalize on the market and get the best value deal, listen Steve, I'm in complete agreement. Both you and I know that this property is worth a lot more than what my guys are offering, but this is the most that they can afford. So if you want to pop that sold rider on your listing, let's get this deal done. Or if you're a seller looking to net the most amount of money possible on your property, Petey, you and I both know how unique this property is, and I'm pretty sure your buyers understand this value. There's not going to be another home like this that pops up on the market. So yeah, let's get them to this number, get them to sign and accept, and let's get this deal done, my friend. So if you're looking for a real estate team that's not afraid to roll up the sleeves, take a few punches to the face, and go 9 rounds for you, and give Team Apex a call. You'll be glad you did.
All right, folks, welcome back inside the broadcast booth here at the Igloo Alder Street Arena here in Orangeville, Ontario, as I get you set for period number 3. Ironmen are going to start this final frame with 1:35 of power play time with Andy Whitten in the box. And recap briefly of that second period. Blitz, a beautiful play set up by Alex Gilmore, buried by Matt Dunlop, gave the Blitz a 1-0 lead, and then they get a power play of their own, the first penalty of the game, and 10 seconds in to their power play, they surrender a shorthanded goal. And that's where we sit. 1 goal apiece, 20 minutes or more remaining in this contest as Ratchford will start the rush from behind his own net. Ironman power play has been very good in this series. They like to get Anderson or Hill on that one-timer either side of the net. That clear, knocked down, kept in by Sokol on the far side. He'll get it back to Ratchford at the point. He'll leave it there for Hill. He'll fight the bouncing puck, and then he'll turn it over. And Gilmore tries to make a play at the line, but there's Ratchford once again standing up. He has been spectacular in this game. This has by far been his best game of the series. Now they got a 2-on-1 down low. Centering pass knocked down by, I believe that was Perry. And then the shot through comes out the other side, kept in by Ratchford. They'll dump it around. Blitz already exhausted here on this penalty kill. These guys have been out there for a while. That one comes free. Anderson takes the shot. Save made by Mantle. A good stop right there. Shorthanded. He'll hold on. And the Blitz will finally be able to get that change. Again, it comes down to the conversation of really who wants this more. And right now, at least in the last 10 minutes of play, really since the Blitz took that 1-0 lead, it has looked like the Ironmen want this thing more. And they're trying to score here on this power play and get their first lead of the night. Here's Ranchford from the line, cross ice Sokol. He'll go all the way across Hill. The shot, it was muffled on its way in and then swallowed up by Mantle. He'll hold on. Exactly 1 minute into the period and 35 seconds to go on the man advantage. Off the draw, it's controlled in the corner by Hill. He'll get it back for Anderson. It will go up to the high point. There's Ranchford. Shoots it. It was blocked out high, and then Spencer follows up. His clear was knocked down by Anderson. Blitz unable to clear here on this man advantage. The cross ice pass. Sukol will put it down low. There's Tyler Hill. He's pestered by De Oliveira, and then he gets it back to the line. Sukol will open up some space for Ranchford. He'll cut right in. Take the shot. Save Mantle. Rebound comes out. The shot by Hill, and he sent it high and wide. Frantic pressure here as this power play winds down. They go across, back up to the high point. Ranchford. They'll get it in the middle. Is knocked down by Mantle. We're back to 5 aside, and away go the Blitz. Spencer finally gets it out. Chidwick on the puck. He'll drop it back to Perovic. Perovic spins through a check, and then he can't get it. There's Spencer. Shoots, and he sent it wide. Ironmen come right back. It's Anderson. Anderson sidesteps a check. Spencer lost his stick. Now they get it in front. Hill, the shot, he scores! It's Theo Hill right on the doorstep. And just 2 minutes into this period, the Ironmen strike and take their first lead of the night. It's 2-1. A beautiful transition rush there. Spencer had dropped his stick. That opened up space for Anderson. He made a beautiful pass right on the tape. And Theo Hill makes no mistake as Anderson and Hill, really the two best players on this Ironman team offensively, have put their mark all over this game. And we're yet to see the Gilmores, the Heffernans, the Ben Thompsons, etc. of the Orangeville Blitz, the best players on their team, make a mark on this game. They've been shut down tonight. Here's Ben Thompson trying to change that. He'll fly in. Blitz now find themselves trailing. They have to make a comeback here in period 3. LaForme hits Thompson. The puck comes out. Gilmore for Heffernan. The blast, and it was blocked out high. Now Perry fires it down low, hoping for Thompson. Thompson will activate, take a bump, and now Brown gets it up to the line, not out. Now it does get by Perry, and away they go. Sky moves up. Briglin with Brown on the far side. LaForme. He'll cut in. He'll take the shot off the goalpost. Now Thompson will fire up, hoping for Heffernan. It'll come through to Mitch Green, the captain. He'll just send it off the wall and out where Perry will knock it down. 17 minutes to go in period 3. Ironmen with their first lead of the game, and now man gets run over. That was Sky hitting Gilmore. Puck comes out. Heffernan will battle it with the bouncing puck, and now he'll look things over and hoist it up. There's Dunlop. He'll chip it up. Green cuts it off, gets it up, hoping for Brown. Instead, it's Sky, and he'll get Briglin in stride. Here's Briglin. He'll fire the shot, blockered away by Mantle, and then controlled by Witten. His pass, though, in the feet of Perovic. Again, just sloppy passing tonight from the Blitz. Here's Dunlop. He'll turn back and get it for De Oliveira, who will fire it up. He's got Cam Searles off his skates it in, so no icing. Harabek's going to stop it, and Ratchford's going to spin it up the wall. And you bet your bottom dollar Ratchford's going to be getting a lot of minutes here in this third period. Him and Sukol, the big two for this Ironman team. Antone couldn't control it, but it comes out to center where De Oliveira has it. He'll fire it off the wall. He's got Witten. Witten, though, overskates it, and Ratchford chipped it off the skates of the linesman. Once again, it hits the skates, and away goes Brown. He'll send one, sticked away by Mantle. It'll come out. There's Tyler Hill. He'll backhand one into traffic, and it was knocked down in that dangerous area, and Dunlop's going to wait. He'll fire it up, deflected by Searles, taken back by Perovic. He'll fire it up for Witten. It bounces again in his feet, and Ratchford's going to jump up. They got numbers. Here's Ratchford moving in. He'll stop, wait, spot the trailer. Brown takes a shot. It was blocked out front and then sent to the line. Kept in by Antone, in front for Hill, and it was stick to the corner. Now Hill's going to take it out from behind the net. He'll take the quick shot, save made. Rebound comes out. Noseworthy taken down, but away goes Marandola. Marandola gets it to the line, but he can't get it deep, and Hill's going to reset. Marandola was spilled by Ratchford. Blitz bench doesn't like it, but instead of complaining, they should try to go score a goal. There's Sukol. He'll spin his way in onside. It's taken away by Smith, and now he'll lay it there for Perry. Perry all the way across. There's Noseworthy. He'll fire it up, deflected in by Marandola. No icing. Briglin will go after it with Smith. Briglin tied up, but his pass does eventually get to Anderson. Anderson's going to move up. Anderson cuts to the middle, takes the shot, the save made. Rebound, Briglin shoots, and he sent it high and wide. It'll come out the other side. Smith on it. Nobody with him, though, so he's going to have to stop, fire a shot right into the glove. No problems there for Harabek, and he's going to hold on with 14:33 to play in period 3. Two to 1 the score in favor of the Ironmen. They took that lead just after that power play. Theo Hill and Brendan Anderson on a counter rush. Perfect passing play, and Hill made no mistake. And that's where we sit. Spencer in center, lays it there for Dunlop. He'll fire it in. He'll ride the plate up the opposite side, taken there by Thompson. He'll fire it, nobody home. And Anderson's going to start up. 3-on-2 develops. Anderson hopes for Hill. His pass, though, goes to Spencer instead, and he'll fight the bouncing puck behind the net, taken away by Anderson. Anderson will turn free. He'll backhand it out front. Knocked down by Heffernan, and now Gilmore spins it up the wall, taken there by Chase Spencer. He'll fire it up. He's got Thompson in stride. Here's Ben Thompson. He'll work his way in, take the shot. It was blocked and then covered up by Harabek. And he'll hold on as Heffernan spills a man behind the net. I believe that was DeCare. But cooler heads prevail, and we'll get a face-off in the Six Nations zone. Got to give the Ironmen credit. They came out. And again, it just appears to me from up in the broadcast booth here, appears that the hungrier team is winning this game. The team that seems to want this thing more. And the Blitz do not appear like they care right now. I mean, just the way that the passing is, they're not playing as a team. And give full credit to the Ironmen and their system. They are running it to perfection right now. And they're giving the Blitz fits. There's Ratchford. He'll turn that one over. But eventually Tyler Hill does get it back, and he'll move it up to LaForme, who can't get by his man. Now on second try, he does. LaForme moves in, Sky cuts to the net. That one up in the air, glove down by Mantle. And he'll hold on. We'll get another face-off in the Orangeville zone with 13:38 to play here in this third and final frame. Again, game number 6 goes tomorrow in Six Nations. 3:30 puck drop. And off the draw, the Blitz control. The only question is, will the Ironmen have the 3-2 series lead, or can the Blitz get back in this thing and take the series lead themselves? They have 13:28 to figure that out. Here's DeCare from his own zone. He'll get it up. Hill chips in the middle, and LaForme rumbles up. He'll just dump it in. It'll bounce off the wall. Sky goes after it with Spencer. LaForme finds the loose puck, gets it in front. Tyler Hill couldn't get the shot off. Now they send it up, hoping for Searles, but it was knocked down easily that time. And Zane's cross-ice pass is dumped in nicely by Sky. We tick under 13 minutes to play. Here's Spencer. He'll fight the bouncing puck. Hill all over him. As you see, one Ironman down there and 3 Blitz. They finally work the puck out. Witten in the middle. There's Searles. Cam Searles trying to cut his way through. Can't get through 3. And here's Hill. He'll move up with Brown. Tyler Hill cuts in, takes the shot. He didn't miss by much. He can fire that puck. And now they stick it out in center ice, but it's going to find Jacob Brown, who will go across to Sukal. And the Ironmen will just dump it in. Off the far corner, there's De Oliveira. He'll fire it up. Witten's got it. Andy Witten gains the line, fights the bouncing puck, centers it. Searles for Witten. Witten the backhander, and the glove save by Harabek. One of his best of the night. It was another one of those knuckle pucks. He fought it off. Mitch Brown's going to turn free, and again, the Blitz not laying the body at all in this game, particularly here while trailing in the third period. They're letting the Ironmen just kind of walk out of their own zone, and it's costing them. As precious seconds tick away, 12:05 to go here in period 3. 2-1 the score in favor of Six Nations. Off the draw, Ironman first on it. That's Mitch Green, the captain. And it's taken away, and Gilmore's going to turn free. He'll lay it up. De Oliveira for Gilmore. Gilmore flies up the left side, takes the shot. Harabek the save. Fought that one off. Eventually it does settle down in his equipment. And he'll hold on with 11:47 to play here in period 3. Face off to the right of the netminder. Let's control the draw. Here's Perry. He'll take the shot. It went wide. It'll come out De Oliveira on the other side. He'll fire it, hoping for Heffernan. It was deflected away by Brigland. Now in the slot to get it. Thompson, the shot! Knocked down in front by Gilmore, and he couldn't find it. He was tied up nicely by Jacob Brown. Now they got Anderson behind the play. He'll walk in, blast it, and Mantle's got it. No rebound. He'll hold on as both teams exchanging chances here in this third period. Just 11:28 to go. And I already mentioned it, precious seconds ticking away for the Blitz, as they do not want to go down 3-2 in this series. Chidwick tried to spring that puck ahead, couldn't get it. Marandola, though, follows up with a nice play in the corner, and Spencer lays it up. Chidwick gets it to the line, but not out. That one backhanded up by Anderson, controlled by Sukal from the point. He'll fire a shot, easily gloved down by Mantle. He saw it all the way. But again, every second spent in the Orangeville zone is a second that they lose in trying to come back in this game. Face off to the right of the goaltender, Ryan Mantle. Sky opposite Gilmore. Off the draw, Blitz control. They get it into center. It's laid back. Here's Gilmore in stride. He'll walk in. Swing left. His shot was blocked out high, and then it bounces into the opposite corner to Witten. He'll put it up. Searles will go after it with Green, and then it's taken away by Laforme. And backhanded through center. Spencer will hoist it in. Ratchford will take it. He'll fire it up. Deflected by Laforme. Taken away by Dunlop. Dunlop's going to turn out of trouble. Find Chase Spencer. Spencer's going to carry in, and a good stand-up play, though, by Sky, and away they go with numbers. Sky moves in. He's got Hill and Laforme. Laforme for Hill. Back for Laforme, the shot. Big save, Mantle. Now that one back to the line, sent all the way down. No icing. Ratchford will find it first. Ryan Mantle doing his job in this game and in this series. As the Blitz offense is dried up, the steady goaltending of Chris Arabic. He has had the answers in not only this game, but in the previous game. And he's a big part of why the Ironmen are inching closer to leading this series. That shot sent wide. Perry will find it, but then he loses the battle to Brown. The shot on goal, covered up by Harabek. And with 9:44 to play here in period 3, we'll get another face-off in the Ironman zone. Under 10 minutes to go. Six Nations once again tied the game just over 2 minutes, into this third period. Took the lead at 2-1. After that shorthanded goal, tied the game up. Here's Thompson. He'll walk through. His shot blocked by Anderson up and into the netting. And out of play with 9:40 to go. Let's make a quick change here. The Smith, Marandola, Chidwick line jumps on the ice to face that Hill line. Back at the line, Blitz control off the draw. Perry's shot was blocked out high. Marandola finds it behind the net. He'll turn away from a check. Lay it back, Chidwick. The quick shot seen all the way. No problems there for Horebic, and he's going to hold on with 9:29 to play. Another good glove stop. He's playing deep in his net, but his defense is helping him out big time. They're taking away any of those high danger chances, and he's a big body. He's a big goalie, and he is playing excellent tonight for the Ironmen. Off the draw, the Blitz win it back, but a little too good as it goes all the way down to their own zone. Noseworthy will turn again, and go behind the net. He'll drop it back for Perry, and Perry will look things over. Dan Perry patiently waits. Heffernan comes in stride. He's going to start up. Kyle Heffernan flies up that right side, and then he runs into Noseworthy, his own man. When he had all the stride and momentum, it's just been one of those kind of nights for the Blitz. Noseworthy gives it to Heffernan. He'll try again. Ironman standing 5 up in the neutral zone. Heffernan will just blast it in. They want the offensive zone draw, and they're going to get it. as Harabek's going to hold on, and we'll get a face-off with 8:45 to go in period 3 in the Ironman zone. Off the draw, De Oliveira, the shot, and it flutters in. Gathered up into the chest of Harabek. He's going to hold on. And we'll do the face-off in the same spot. Blitz control, another face-off. Spencer will spin it down, hoping for Smith. He's got it. Smith. Marked tightly now. He sends one through the goal mouth. It took a weird bounce. And Theo Hill's away. Moves up with Anderson on the far side. He'll dump it in. Mansell will come out to stop it. It bounces in his feet, and he just hoists it up the wall. Knocked down by Spencer. He'll send it off the boards. Out in center. Briglin takes it. Gives it right back to Anderson. They're right back in. Here's Anderson. He'll fire a shot glove down by Mansell. And he's forced to hold on. We'll get another face-off in the Orangeville zone with 8:13 to play. Both coaches, it's crazy to see you get this deep in a series. They're trying to play that matchup game. Both teams have 3 lines, and we're clearly seeing who they want out at what time. And every time that Gilmore line steps on the ice, Todd Ratchford jumps over the boards if he's on the bench, which is not very often. And that LaForme, Sky, Tyler Hill line is the line that they've decided to match up with that Orangeville top line. Off the face-off, it comes free. Sky looks for it. Searles finds it. He'll get Spencer. In stride, Spencer starts up. Gets it through, and there's Cam Searles. He'll send it off a leg, and it is kicked away by Harabek. Big save there. Now the cross-ice pass out of the reach of Perry. He's bodied, but he gets it down low to Searles. He's in trouble, and then he just turns it over, and Ratchford's going to start up. Todd Ratchford. He has been absolutely magnificent in this series. They're going to call that one icing, and that will bring the face-off, back into the Ironman zone. And Ratchford has been not only a difference maker, but he has been by far their best defenseman. They tried to sneak Sukal on the ice. They're not going to get away with it. And again, the matchup game really playing a factor in this game. Let's win the draw. Here's Perry. He'll fire a shot. Knocked down in front. Heffernan swiped at it, couldn't find it. And now Perry's got to hustle after this puck. LaForme goes after it with him, and then Perry takes it away, knows where he turns free. He'll send it up under the stick of Thompson. They're going to say no icing. They're going to say it was tipped. Now they're going to say yes, it was an icing, as they're going to say it was not tipped, and we'll get a face-off in the Orangeville zone. Off the draw, blitz control. Crowd trying to get the blitz going. It's been a snooze fest for them offensively tonight. Ironmen have clogged up the neutral zone. They've taken away those high danger chances, and Harabek's had the answers. Ben Thompson spins it free. There's Perovic. The quick shot blocked again. Sukal with a block. Now Thompson will go after it. He's bodied there by Antone, and then it's hoisted through center ice all the way down. Not enough for icing. Dunlop will go after it. He'll put it up the other side. Nobody home for the blitz. A little slow getting back. Now Green in front. It'll come free to Antone and poked into the corner. Precious seconds winding down. Ironman trying to hold on to this 2-1 lead and take this series lead at 3-2. Ben Thompson will hoist it up. He's got Heffernan. Blitz play it back, and Thompson's going to start up. He'll turn away while his line mates change, and Smith just directs it in on Harabek, who's going to be forced to cover this one up. And that'll create a face-off, in the offensive zone for Orangeville. Off the draw, Ironman control. They'll spin it up the wall, and That one will jump over the stick of Briglin, but Anderson just sticks it further. Smith from his own zone lays it back to De Oliveira. He'll turn away, and he'll wait for things to get set up. Alex De Oliveira hopes for Marandola. It was out of his reach. Here's say no icing. Brown could have played it. He's going to play it anyway, and now the Blitz peel back into a defensive formation, well down by a goal in the third period. Can't make this stuff up. Here's Anderson. He'll spin one on goal, kicked away. And Gilmore pokes it ahead to center ice. Marandola's going to body his man, but Jacob Brown has it as we're under 5 minutes and 40 seconds to play. Theo Hill's going to turn free for the Ironmen, lay it back to Ratchford, who's going to take it behind his own net. They're going to kill precious seconds. He's going to hoist it up through center. It's knocked down by Dunlop. Dunlop walks around a man. Here he comes. The only goal scorer tonight for the Blitz. He'll fire a shot. Kicked away easily by Harabik. And now it's taken there by Hill. He just tries to get it out. It bounces around. Puck comes free, and Briglin's going to have it there. He'll spin it up the other side. Anderson cuts his man off, and the Blitz will reset. 5 minutes to play here in period 3. Ironman 2, Blitz 1. Here's Witten. He'll work his way in. He'll fire it all the way across. Gilmore off the boards. Sticks it down low, and then Sky gets tangled up with Marandola, and Harabek's down. He appears to be okay. He's getting back to his feet right away. And we'll get a stoppage. We'll see where they deem this draw. 4:48 on the game clock. They fixed the net. As Marandola heads back to the bench. Anderson trying to go at his man in the bench. And the Blitz doing a lot of talking, but not a lot of walking right now, I can say that much. As the hometown commentator. We'll let this develop. We'll see what happens. I don't know if they called any penalties. I don't believe so. I believe a warning was issued to the Orangeville bench coaching staff. While they chat, we'll let things get set up here. Again, game 6 of this series goes tomorrow night in Six Nations, tomorrow afternoon at 3:30 p.m. It looks like this series could be swinging in favor of the Ironmen as they look for their first series lead since they took the 1-0 lead here in Orangeville. Back in game 1, Blitz won the next 2. Ironmen won game 4, 3-2. And now are 4 minutes and 48 seconds away from winning game 5 and taking the stranglehold on the 1-seed Orangeville Blitz. Looks like Luca Marandola has been assessed a 10-minute misconduct. So he's going to head off. And that will conclude his night. Off the draw, Cyril's the quick shot, kicked away there by Harabik. Puck comes free in the corner. And Sokol's going to take it away. They'll hoist it up for LaForme, and then it's knocked down by Spencer. See if the Blitz get desperate here. They turn that one over. Here's Hill. That's Tyler Hill. He'll turn away, looking to kill a few more seconds. He'll backhand it in, and Spencer will take it there. That one off the skate of Gilmore. It'll go behind the net to Green. And the Six Nations captain moves it up. And away they go. It's LaForme. He'll move up with Sky. He'll drop it back. Here's big Tyler Hill. Cuts right to the middle. Takes the shot. Save Mantle, and it trickles in. And that pretty much is going to put a stake in the Blitz tonight. Tyler Hill puts this thing away. So Sky and LaForme pick up the assists. There's a shot by Heffernan, kicked away nicely. Once again by Horebeck, and then that shot from the angle right into the chest. He'll hold on, and Horebeck has been the MVP of these last 2 games for the Ironmen. He is not flustered. He's made some huge stops. He lost his first decision in the series. That was way back in Game 3 here in Orangeville last Saturday night, and then he won Game 4, and he's about to win Game 5 and give the Ironmen the 3-2 series lead with Game 6 on home ice tomorrow afternoon. Ironmen trying to put the Blitz away and book their ticket in the Metropolitan Conference Final. They'd be just one step away from the Outlaw Cup at that point, which would be ironic if they were able to win. I don't get way ahead of myself, but say the Ironmen were able to win the Metro Conference Championship. They would actually knock the Strathroy Jets right out of the Outlaw Cup and take over that wild card spot. 3 minutes left. A very silent building here in Orangeville. Crowd, not much to cheer about tonight. Dunlop will dump it in. It'll ride the plate up the opposite side. There's Brown. And he'll stick it up the wall, knocked down by Ben Thompson. He'll go back to the line. Noseworthy. It bounces on him. He'll fire the shot. Kicked away by Horebeck. And now Theo Hill, is going to send one out through center. Noseworthy fights the bouncing puck, gets it across to Dunlop. He'll send it up. Perovic kicks at it, and Anderson just swipes it in. Peels out for the change. That pass cross ice, hoping for Perovic. It's an errant pass. Sky works on it. He'll turn free. Take a slash and a cross check. And now he was laying on top of the puck. Blitz didn't like it. That one's going to be an icing. And that will bring the faceoff back into the Orangeville zone with just 2:17 to play. And now Perovic goes at Hill. And we knew shenanigans would probably start. All right, looks like they got it figured out. Blitz control off the draw. Just 2:15 remaining here in period 3. LaForme will play that one to Tyler Hill. He'll dangle his way to the middle, but it was knocked off his stick, and away goes Smith. Mansell to the bench, extra attacker on the ice for the Blitz. 2 minutes to go, down by 2 goals. Still need a miracle. This one hoisted up. It'll roll down, but not enough for icing. Perry's going to play it there. Minute 48 to go here in period 3. That one up. Deflected off Gilmore. Goes up in the air. Ratchford sticks at it with the high stick. And it was played there by LaForme, but they let the play move on. LaForme's just going to backhand it up, and Spencer's going to play it there. Again, comes down to a situation of a team that looks like they want it a lot more than the other. And the Ironmen, you got to give them credit. Again, they have played an incredible game tonight. And again, they've wanted this thing more than the Blitz. That's the best way I could describe it. I'm a guy who's obviously around this team a lot here in Orangeville. Been here all year, and frankly, I'm disgusted at their effort in these last 2 games. Just disgusted. And I hope the boys watch it afterwards, because honestly, you're like the Toronto Maple Leafs. You don't hate to lose. And that's something that you're seeing play out on the ice. No emotion. They just don't care. And the Ironmen care so much more, and you can see it playing out right before your eyes as they're about to take a 3-1 series lead. Faceoff will be at center ice on the dot. Blitz leave the goaltender out. It's still 6-on-5. They win the draw. Dunlop for Spencer. And Dunlop's going to dump it in on Horebeck. He's just going to stop it. play it there, and Ratchford's going to send it off the glass and all the way down. Searles will meet it at his own blue line. He'll settle the puck down as we're inside the final minute of play. Searles trying to spin his way through a couple. Turns it over, and Brigland is going to send it right in the middle of the empty net. And the fans head to the exits here in Orangeville. 4-1. The road team is going to walk out of here with a chance to win this series tomorrow night on home ice. A perfectly played road game. And it all started with that shorthanded goal. Really getting it started. Off the draw, Blitz control, and the final 45 seconds are going to bleed off tonight. And if the Blitz want to keep their season alive, it's going to come down to tomorrow afternoon, 3:30 p.m. in Six Nations. That one backhanded up to the line. Mansell gets back to the bench. That shot through, and blockered wide. Now they get one in front, and Harabik, right on the doorstep, makes a really good save. Once again, he's been rock solid. Led in last game, and just the one so far tonight. He's been the MVP of this team throughout these last two games. If I was to give a first star of the game tonight, though, it'd have to go to Theo Hill. He has been electric. Brendan Anderson, of course, got that first goal on the shorthanded marker, but Theo Hill really helped take this game over, and his brother Tyler as well, with that crucial goal to make it 3-1. And now 4-1 as the Blitz will send that one off the outside of the net. They wrap it in front, and it'll bounce through. Final 12 seconds bleeding away. And that pass out front. Big save by Harabik. He keeps that one out in the final 5 seconds. Looks like they let the clock run to 2 seconds. I don't mind that. I got a long drive home. But they are going to add a couple of seconds here. We'll just see what they put on the clock, as it's all academic at this point. Yep, they do put it back at 6 seconds. Of course, I started the timer. I thought they were going to put it at 4. And that false start. Nope. They're going to let this clock wind down, and that is going to do it. The Six Nations Ironmen storm into Orangeville and take a 3-2 series lead and put the Blitz backs against the wall. Tomorrow afternoon, Six Nations, 3:30 p.m. puck drop. The Ironmen will look to take this series and head to the Metropolitan Conference Championship Series. I got nothing to say in the postgame, folks. I let my feelings be aired throughout the game. Congrats to Ironmen on a great game. If I don't get to call another game this year here in Orangeville, great season to you guys. Obviously, I might make the trip down just to watch the game tomorrow afternoon. Thank you so much for everybody who tuned in tonight. We really appreciate you guys. I know there's a lot of people in Six Nations, Ironman fans, Ironman supporters that are watching this game. Thank you guys. We really appreciate you guys. And best of luck tomorrow night, as I'm going to send it off from here. Have a great night, hockey fans. We'll see you next time. I'm Trey Hamilton. You've been watching Orangeville Blitz Playoff Hockey, presented to you live here on Blitz TV.